today's video, we are back in the studio to do another Nitecore review, and I'm pretty excited about this one. Now, before we dive into the EDC27, let's talk a little bit about the EDC25. Now, I've done a full review on this light, and I also came back and did a long-term review on this. This is my favorite flashlight. I've been carrying this at work now for quite a while. It's holding up great. We've dropped it in mud. It's gotten wet multiple times, and it just keeps on chugging along. Well, Nitecore reached out to me and said, we've got a brand new light coming out called the EDC27 UHI. Now, looking at these, they are quite similar, but there's quite a few differences, and we're going to get into what the difference is between the 27 and the 25. Alright, so I want to get something out of the way here real quick. When Nitecore sent this out to the channel a little while back, this was like a media sample. So when I got it, it just came in a plastic bag. It did come with the charging cable. This is a USB to USB Type-C charger. The lights do charge very fast. And it also came with a lanyard. Now, when you buy this light, because this is available on their website now, it will actually come in a really nice fancy box. I'll bring that up on the screen so you can see what the packaging looks like. Now, I'm not going to do a real deep dive into the specs on these two lights because I've already done a full review on this and we went over all that. What I am going to do is roll the specs in on the screen, comparing the EDC25 to the EDC27, and you can pause that and check it out. Alright, now that you've seen the specs, the EDC25 is a 3000 lumen light. The EDC27 UHI is a 3100 lumen light. If you paused it and looked at those specs, there's very little difference in performance as far as candela goes, lumens, runtime, all of that. Now, if you look at this 27, the body on this is just a little bit shorter, even though it is putting out a little more power. Your top is pretty much the same, but your 27 is even slimmer. If you look at both of those, the EDC25 is a little fatter. Width-wise, you're about the same, but even though the EDC27 is just a little bit more powerful than the 25, it is smaller. Now, if we flip them over, the belt clips are exactly the same. The belt clips on these are very sturdy. Have not had any issues with those at all. And if we look at the front, the bulbs and everything here on the front look pretty much identical. Alright, so now let's dive into what the big difference between these two lights are. So if we look at the EDC25, we're going to go ahead and turn this on. You've got your green LED lights and your blue. Your green is your battery level. Your blue is your beam intensity. And if we look at the EDC27, this does have a protective film over the screen. I'm going to go ahead and get that off. Alright, I got the screen protector off. I turned it on. Right now we are in the 15 lumen mode, and as you can see, we've got 54 hours and 13 minutes left of runtime. So the LED screen is pretty cool. You do not have to guess what lumen output you have it on, and it's also letting you know how much time you have left on the battery. Now, when you're in the 15 lumen mode, obviously that is the lowest setting. Now what we're going to do is cycle through these. So to cycle through your different brightness levels, when this is on, you're going to do a light tap on the smaller button right here. So you're going to lightly tap that. Now we're at 65 lumens. That's letting us know we have 13 hours and 19 minutes of runtime left. We're going to go to 200 lumens. We've got 4 hours and 1 minute of runtime. The highest setting at 1100 lumens, we've got 1 hour and 28 minutes at the highest setting of 1100 lumens. Now, if you want to get it into the turbo mode to push the 3100 lumens, now we're going to use this big button, and you're going to hold this down like that, and now you're at the 3000 lumens. So I'm going to let this cool down for a minute. Now, if you fully depress this, it's going to put you into strobe. So when you want to use the turbo, what you're going to do is you're going to lightly press your bigger mode button right here. Now it's at 3100 lumens, and you're going to get about 7-8 seconds, and then that thing's going to kick down to 1100 lumens. It's not going to let it get too hot, and when you let off, it's in the cool down phase. It's going back up, and now it is ready to be able to use the turbo again. When this thing is on the 3100 lumens, it gets extremely hot out here. That is why there is a warning right there that it is hot, and it will burn you. So it's pretty cool that it has a sensor in there to protect this light from overheating. So we'll go back to 3100, and you can see that graph bar dropping, letting you know it's getting ready to kick down. And now it's on 1100 lumens. Now I want to talk about the lockout mode on these because, like I said, this gets people frustrated using this light. Now right now I can just turn it on and we're on. If you want to lock the light out, I don't see why you would have to. Now I carry this in my pocket all the time and I've never accidentally turned it on to where it would burn my leg. But if you do want to lock it out, you're going to take your small square button, you're going to turn it on, and now you're going to just take this and hold it down. And now it's going to say lock. Now, to unlock it, this is where people get frustrated. I would personally think you should just be able to hold it again for a few seconds to unlock it, but that's not the way it works. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your small button again, you're going to tap this 3 times, and on the 3rd time you're going to hold it down, and that's all there is to unlocking it. So if it accidentally gets locked, all right, I'm going to lock it out again. Okay, we're locked out. Now to turn it back on, you're going to do 1, 2, 3, hold it down, and there you go. It's unlocked. It's that simple. It's just people get frustrated very easily, but this is a really, really nice light. Well, not this one. I can't attest for this one yet because I haven't been carrying it, but I do know that this has been an amazing light, and I see no reason why this light is not going to be just as good or better. All right, let's go ahead and take both of these lights outside. It is after dark now, and let's see if we can tell any difference in the beam and the distance and all that between the EDC27 and the EDC25. All right, we're out behind the house and we're going to do our normal test. We've got that tree that's 40 yards out. We're going to kick this on. All right, there is our 15 lumens. This is the EDC27. Now let's kick it up to the next one. All right, we're getting brighter. All right, there's level 3. Now we're going up to the 1100 lumens. Really nice. Shut it off and let's go to turbo. Damn. All right, now let's do a little comparison here. Now remember, we're only talking 100 lumens difference between the 25 and the 27. So here is our 27 on 1100 lumens. Here is our 25. I am seeing no difference in the two. All right, now let's try our turbos. Same thing, I'm not really seeing a difference between the two. All right, now we're out on the back edge of the property for the second part of the test, and that tree line out there is 200 yards away. We're going to start out at the 15 lumens. Cannot see it. Let's step it up. Still nothing. All right, we're getting lit up a little bit. There's 1100. And now I can see the tree line. Now let's run our turbo. And there it is, nice and bright. I can see everything along the edge of that tree line. at 200 yards away. And as you saw, it kicked down right there, back to the 1100 lumens. All right, my final thoughts on the Nitecore EDC27 UHI. Now, I don't want to call this a review video because I haven't even started carrying this light. But what I do want to cover is, if someone were to ask me, would you upgrade from the EDC25 to the EDC27 UHI? My answer would be no. Now let me explain. If I already bought this light, which is an amazing light, it's performed very well, I don't know if this light has enough features that it would make me want to spend more money to upgrade from this light to this light. But if I did not own the EDC25 and I was going to get one of these lights, well, then I'm definitely buying the EDC27. I like having the digital screen. Tells you how many hours you got left on every different mode you're in. It's a little bit slimmer. It's probably going to run a little bit cooler, and it's just a beautiful flashlight. I like these flat lights. I've done reviews on the Olight Arcfeld, the Monstrum light, I think it's the Tracer they call it, and I really like this style of flashlight, and this thing has just been amazing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to carry this light for the next 60 to 90 days, just like I did with this one, and then we'll come back and do the full review. Now, my advice to you, if you are thinking about getting one of these lights, I would just go ahead and get the EDC27 UHI. And the reason I say that, this light does not cost hardly any more than the 25. So you might as well get the newest technology and a little more bang for the buck, because I can pretty much guarantee that this light is going to hold up well, especially now with the amount of Nitecore products I have reviewed on the channel. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.